Alright, chat, this video is called Imagine Catching a Charge Over Applebee's. It's by August the Duck. I want to see what the hell this is, bro. I'm really curious.
It don't tell you. That's like you eating and you give something to your sister or your friend. It don't tell you nowhere on there if you share the food that they charge at 15. It say unlimited.
It says it right there.
Okay, that's one thing.
A healthy set of laws
Okay, that's one thing.
is what keeps our society running smoothly. But just like with everything, there's always nuance. Sometimes laws just have to be broken. For example,
Okay.
you're speeding to get your kid to the ER. Most people are not going to fault you for that. However, sometimes the opposite is true. In certain
I mean, unless you get in a 10-car pileup and kill multiple people, then they would probably complain about it. But as long as you're speeding responsibly, chat, then it's not an issue.
circumstances make it to where breaking a law is somehow even less defensible than it would be normally. For example, just off the top of my head here, calling the police on Applebees because they refuse to let you feed your entire family with one order of their all-you-can-eat meal deal, and then getting into a fight with somebody outside the Applebees.
I mean, game is game, though. Like, they thought that they could cheat the system. You gotta give it to them for even thinking that that was a thing that they could do. I mean, they outsmarted you. Did they not? Anyways.
Once you're asked to leave. Maybe not as defensible as speeding to get your kid to the hospital. I'm open to opposing viewpoints though. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been so unfortunate to travel to the establishment known as Applebee's once in my life, and I'm pretty sure that the meat that they served me was harvested from a creature that legally they wouldn't be allowed to sell. Now I can't prove that, but I know it might.
No, for real. I remember Applebee's being like actually decent when I was younger. And I went there like a few years ago and it was not good. Like the best thing that I had there was like a vodka Red Bull. That was the best thing that I had at Applebee's. It wasn't even the food.
Tongue felt. I know what it tasted. I was not eating a fucking cow. So to me, the concept of an all-you-can-eat deal at Applebee's sounds like a punishment. But apparently that is not the view that everyone holds. News to me. Because today we're looking at some body cam footage of a family who went out to Applebee's to take advantage of their $15.99 all-you-can-eat meal deal by trying to share two purchases of $15.99 with more than two people. Now obviously the management was like, hey, you can't do that. I guess they didn't want to hear that. So the family
I mean, yeah, the management can say, I mean, it's up to the discretion of the management. But I would say, like, people are obviously going to take advantage of that, right? They're just going to do that. If they're not told otherwise, they're just going to do that. So, like, why wouldn't you try to do that?
The management, the people trying to use this meal deal to their advantage, call the police. They call the police on the fucking Applebee's. And it escalated into people getting arrested and catching charges over the food that they sell at Applebee's.
Why would you call the police? I don't even understand. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Did you think the police were gonna side with you? Why didn't you just, like... I don't get it about some people, is why didn't you just say, oh yeah, you're probably right, let me step back and yes, we will pay for more food. Why didn't you just do that? Why can't people just be civil in civilized society? I don't get it.
Applebee's. Quite possibly the worst cause on planet Earth to add something to your criminal record for. But it's a lot of footage, it's a lot to go through, so let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Let's up those numbers!
Also, intro sound effect.
We don't want to call. Okay, they have a $15.99 special unlimited. Me and my sister both got one. And then we ordered dessert.
You called?
Yeah. We called because the man told us, because I gave a plate of shrimp to my brother. He told us we gotta pay for him eating it. That's not what they special say. If you go look at their menu, it don't tell you. That's like you eating and you give something to your sister or your friend. It don't tell you nowhere on there if you share the food that they charge at 15. It say unlimited.
Okay. So I can't necessarily guarantee this, but I'm almost certain that if you could get your hands on this menu, there would be something somewhere that says no sharing. Because if you go to their website and you go to the all you can eat special, at the bottom in the fine print, it says no sharing. And it's just like,
Per person, per order, no sharing. Huh. They definitely had to add that in at some point because somebody tried this already.
yeah,
I'm
that is the
almost
case
100%
with any
sure on
restaurant that offers any kind of deal where it's all you can eat. It has never in the history of anything been spend $10 and get unlimited food for unlimited people. It's always no sharing. It's always one person.
All right.
He told us because
I mean, technically, this is like going to a buffet and taking all the food back to your home. Like, you can't just, like, pay for one person to go to a buffet, eat, and then bring leftovers home. Like, you can't do that.
food. They charged us for every person that ate at the table. You can't do that because they don't say that.
Talking about some, well, I'm telling you,
can't
where my
do
phone
that.
at? Because I
And
recorded
the girl behind us will tell you. You can't tell us if we ordering it. It don't say if this only for one person. It say $15.99.
Side note, chat, I saw it said Bacardi on her little bucket thing. Bacardi is such ass, bro. Like, I don't get how people like that.
Per person unlimited. It don't say $15.99.
It's really hard for me to wrap my head around the thought process that would lead you to like admitting that it says $15.99 per person, but not being able to rationalize that that means that to take advantage of this deal.
Imagine wasting the police's time on this when they could be stopping people from getting killed. Like, what are we doing?
It's going to cost any person who is $15.99. Like, I just don't believe that anybody would walk into a restaurant and truthfully believe, like actually believe in good faith, that one person can pay $15.99 and feed as many people as they want to.
It says it right there.
This may just be the most unemployed thing I've ever reacted to. It's a body cam of people who wanted to cheat Applebees. Oh my god.
Okay, that's one thing.
That's one
what
thing.
It said. And for us three adults.
Okay.
Well, she got proven wrong, and now she just doesn't want to she doesn't want to accept that she got proven wrong. So she's gonna keep arguing devil's advocate because it's fun. And just wasting more of the officer's time.
Or if the kids don't.
He's sitting here insulting me, talking about we're fucking savages. We should be ashamed of our fucking selves and all this. First of all, this ain't your situation to speak on. And don't say nothing to me. Because if I go in your shit,
Why does the guy wearing the Blue Lives Matter shirt have to say that black people are savages? Why do you have to do that, bro? You didn't have to do that. I don't think they asked your opinion. Oh my god, yes, they're being unreasonable, but that doesn't mean that you need to say something like that.
Holy shit, I cannot imagine caring this much about damn near anything, much less the food at fucking Applebee's.
It's the worst place you could have gone and cared about. Damn.
Alone in this? Like, does anybody actually like Applebee's?
No.
Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I mean, we've got different parties interjecting themselves. We've got
now,
people
if it
fighting
was like TGI Fridays or something, that would even be better. Like,
with the police. It's like, oh my god, what are we doing? The guy literally just showed you on the menu where it says per person. Like, that should be the end of it. I don't understand how this escalates to where...
Side note, I haven't been to a TGI Fridays in like 9 years. I don't even know where they are. Hey Siri, how far away is TGI Fridays? That's why I haven't been to one in forever. The nearest one is fucking Arkansas. What the hell?
does.
That's 306 miles away.
You want for disorderly conduct. If she doesn't shut up, she's going to jail.
oh, I'm going to jail, but it's just for action. Ain't no fucking letting go.
Why are they yelling at each other now? What the hell?
Oh, because guess what?
I'm telling you one more time. One more time.
Shut up! Shut up! It's Get the
not
fuck off me! I can say what the fuck I want. If I come in there and put my shit down and he gets to talking to me crazy, I got the right to defend myself. Just please shut up. Right. You want to do all this, but you don't want to say nothing to him for disrespecting me.
Doing this in front of children
Well, he was wearing the Blue Lives Matter shirt, so.
is crazy
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
work, but I just don't really understand what's going on here. Like, don't get me wrong, I can understand being upset that somebody said something to you that you feel like they shouldn't have, especially if you know they don't know the entire situation. But is it really worth going to jail over? Is it really worth catching a charge because somebody that you'll never see again said
Damn, this was 2024? Why are we talking about this right now?
something to you in an Applebee's park?
I think August ran out of content and he had to find something. Hey, that fair game is game. That's what I'm doing right now.
Lots. Like, seriously, just choose your battles sometimes.
Look at what you're doing.
Wait, when did this video come out? This was 2 days ago.
And the man in the came at me, so watch him.
He wasn't yelling when he came out. Keep your voice. All right, she's going to jail. Turn around. No, turn around.
Please.
No, get out of my way.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Stop. Take it to the car. Take it to the car. Please.
Just stop yelling. Shut the fuck up for a second and maybe this wouldn't be happening. Oh my god. I don't know if they have the legal right to arrest somebody for yelling. I think it's public disturbance or something like that. But I don't know how justified this is, but regardless, shut the hell up and maybe he wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, the more I watch of this, the more sad it becomes, really. I mean, getting arrested over fucking Applebee's.
I don't know why people can't comply with direct orders. She was told to shut the fuck up by the officer or she's going to jail. And she didn't shut the fuck up, so now she's being arrested. Crazy how that works. Insane how that works. How you can't just have a normal conversation. Everything has to be escalated. And that's why you're getting arrested right now.
Food is funny on paper, but it's a lot less funny when you have children watching who I presume to be their family members being arrested over literally fucking nothing. I mean, like I said, on the list of worst causes to add something to your criminal record for, being upset.
Imagine you go to a jail cell and somebody asks you, what are you in for? And you go, I yelled at somebody at an Applebee's. Like, what?
Said that somebody said something to you about you trying to abuse and
I did some really hard shit. I was such a badass. You should have seen me, bro. The way I yelled at that guy at Applebee's. Oh, he was shaking in his boots. Like, what are we doing?
all-you-can-eat meal deal at Applebee's is like top 5 worst reasons of all time.
Please, I'm going with you. But please, sir, can I...
Her.
Me, because I had something to say about him disrespecting me. Because I had something to say about him disrespecting me.
Get in the car.
I gotta go to jail because
Get in
I
the
had
car.
something to say about him
Okay, so
disrespecting
now you're going to be resisting, right?
I'm not resisting.
Then get in the car.
But you're really telling me I'm
Exactly.
going to jail because I had
Like,
something
what
to say.
the fuck? Get in the car. He told you to get in the car. You're resisting arrest, and it's gonna be worse for you. So get the fuck in the car. I can't deal with this bullshit. It makes me mad for the police officer.
About him
Yeah, you
disrespecting
were
me.
yelling. I told you to be quiet. You did it. Get in the car.
I have a right to talk. Okay, let me talk. Brittany, don't say nothing
Get
else.
in the car.
We've watched a lot of body cam
Oh
footage
my
on this channel, and it just
gosh.
blows me away that, like, people will be in handcuffs, they'll be actively being arrested, and it's like they still don't quite grasp that the cop is not fucking around. Like, okay, yeah, whatever, a cop says he's gonna arrest you if you don't stop yelling, you might think, okay, he's bluffing. But I mean, once you're in cuffs and you're being put into a cop car, surely your brain takes over and it's like, oh, wait, maybe he actually means what he says. Maybe I should
Exactly.
just get in the car so I don't add another charge. You know what I mean? Like, we've watched a lot of people basically talk themselves into being arrested because
No, it's like, do people not know that resisting arrest is another charge? And then there's people that take it even further and assault the officer while they're being arrested. And that's another charge. That's 3 charges. Plus whatever you're getting arrested for.
It seems like they think the cop is just saying shit to hear themselves speak. Anyways, pretty much the entirety of the rest of the footage is just the sister of the lady who was arrested and the partner, it appears, of the lady who was arrested talking and trying to reason with the cop. They sort of just go in circles for like 10 or 15 minutes about how they felt that the arrest was a little bit premature, how they felt that there was a better way to handle this, with the cop saying that he gave her a bunch of warnings and he can't have her screaming out in public like this. You know, both sides make good points, both sides are rational. It's really like nothing entertaining, I guess. But the lady in the orange does end up getting arrested, and she does catch a disorderly conduct charge, which is nothing like crazy, but it's definitely not something that this situation was worth. They talk later about part of the reason they called the cops was because the manager was being such an asshole, like calling them names and stuff when he confronted them about the bill, and like, should a manager do that? No, probably not. But one, that's not a reason to call the police, and two, I feel like there's a bit of a crazy expectation these days when it comes to customer service, and that
yeah, it's like people being mean to you isn't a crime. I feel like people who grew up in a soft society, they're the reason that people think that like bullying is a crime or something. It's like, it's not though. Someone could be rude to you, somebody could harass you. As long as they didn't assault you, it's not a crime. I mean, maybe sexual harassment, but that's a different thing. If someone's just like being mean to you, that's not a crime. So why call the cops on that?
Expectation from a lot of people is if you're in a restaurant or something, you should be able to say whatever you want to anybody working in that restaurant, and they basically just have to bow to your feet. And call me crazy, but I feel like we're probably not getting the entire story. You know, I doubt the manager just walked up and started cussing them out without there being some sort of back and forth, especially when you have a person from this party being arrested because they were choosing to argue instead of listening to a cop saying, hey, stop screaming. So, you know, there's a lot of nuance to shit like this. Moral of the story, though, choose your battles. It's not worth being arrested over the fact that
like, did you notice how the family that walked out, that granted they were being rude as fuck to them for no reason, but once the situation escalated, they just kept walking because it's none of their business. I don't know why they started talking in the first place, but when they heard you being told to shut the fuck up and to comply with direct orders, they walked away. They didn't say anything else to you. They didn't fight you. They didn't start verbally harassing you. They just left.
you misread a fucking Applebee's menu. Did not think that was a sentence I'd ever have to say, but hey, here we are. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, I feel like this is a very good lesson for us all, that sometimes, even if you feel you're right, even if you know you're right, back off. Not everything is a hill to die on, and when your options are yell at a guy who I'm pretty sure was already like in his car and probably not listening to you anymore, or getting arrested and going to jail, I feel like there's a pretty obvious answer there if you're willing to let your ego take a little hit.
How does this guy have the craziest mustache ever? It's actually magnificent.
It's necessary. That's my philosophy lesson for the day. Let me know if you guys like Applebee's so I know who to block from the channel. I appreciate your help in advance. See ya.
Chat, subscribe.
Let's up those numbers!
And follow the other channels. Link in the description. I'll see y'all later.